Good morning, citizens and future citizens. This is a quick, fairly simple video explaining CCU. So this is not going to be a gameplay video as much as something for the upcoming expo and the ship sales for anyone interested in buying a ship, getting into the game, upgrading a ship, wanting to know how they can kind of get the features they want, or reserve a ship that they might want in the future that is not always on sale. How CCUs work is you're buying basically an upgrade. So I'm going to cover some of the terms: upgrade, CCU, melt, token ship, things that are being discussed. Now, this is not going to be the definitive guide or the most in-depth guide. There is plenty of guides out there for building a fleet or making plans for the future. This is just something for people that don't quite know exactly what's being talked about and kind of want to know how to work the game, as well as an easy guide for people wanting to maybe just make some improvements or get some features or save a little money in the game. And so we'll just start out with some of the ideas of what a CCU is. So a CCU is known as a cross-chassis upgrade. Basically, all ships can be upgraded up. They can all be brought to the next level. And when I'm talking about level, like if you have like a ship A and you're going to ship B, the level is the money that it costs. So this ship here, ship A, say is worth $40, or its value is worth $40, then ship B can be any amount more. You cannot cross chassis upgrade to a ship that's only worth $30. That won't work. You can't upgrade to a $40 ship. It has to be at least 45, 46, 47. You can upgrade to a larger value. Now that is the ship value, not the value that you paid. So if you paid $40 for ship A and it's been a while and that ship has increased in price to $60, then you now have a $60 ship. Even though you only paid $40 for it, it is now a $60 ship. So if you had an upgrade that you purchased that could get you to a $60 ship and now it's a $60 ship, it might not work anymore. It might not be able to upgrade it. And if it's a ship that's worth only $50, that upgrade is no longer valid. However, you can always melt that. And melt basically means taking anything, whether it's an in-game, not an in-game purchase, but a website purchase like a paint pack or an actual ship or an upgrade that you haven't applied yet. You can always take the value of that and get it back by reclaiming it, and it'll go into credit. So that is the main thing of how an upgrade works. You're basically going from the perceived value of a ship currently and up to a new value. Now this is a little bit different also than, say, buying a ship. Buying a ship, you can buy them in two versions. You can buy the standard version or what's known as a war bond. So war bond ships are only purchased with real money. They cannot be purchased with credit. So if you're looking at a ship, for now, currently there's the 400i. Now the 400i is available in both a war bond and a standard version. Now the standard version is 250, I believe. I'm gonna check this out real quick. So if I look on the website here, the standard version is $250. So the 400i right now is $250. That is the perceived value of the ship. If you own a 400i, that is a $250 ship. However, if you buy it with cash, you can buy the war bond, and the war bond is $220. So right now it's a $30 savings to buy with cash as opposed to credit. So if you have something that you don't want anymore, like a 600i or a Cutlass, and you melt it into credits and you want to put those credits towards a 400i, you're going to have to pay 250 credits. But if you're using real, new, fresh money, buying with a credit card, paying with PayPal, whatever you're going to do, you can get it for 220. And this is where the cross-chassis upgrades start allowing you to save money. Because not only are you saving money, but things only increase. So if you're looking at things in there, like let's say you have a ship. Ship A has 3 months insurance. And you are going to cross-chassis upgrade to a ship with 10-year insurance. Then your new ship will be 3-month insurance plus the 10 years insurance. So they are going to be together. You're going to have both of those together. Insurance isn't a big issue right now, and we really don't know what it's going to be like in the future, but you're looking at different ships when they come out during the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. They might have longer insurance, which in the long run will be helpful. Only when the game comes out and is released. Currently, right now, if you are playing the game, all ships basically have the equivalent of lifetime insurance because all of them are just using their insurance the way that it's currently set up. We don't know how insurance is going to operate in the future, but you're not counting down because they're not going to count down on the ships you bought until the game is released. Now, we'll use the 400i as an example again. Now, I know someone who watched my video says that they're looking to turn a Cutlass Black, so put the Cutty here, into an MSR. So if we're looking at that, I would go Cutlass to the 400i with cash. So a Cutlass to 400i, if we go onto the website again, and we're going to go from the pledge store to ship upgrades, and ship upgrades are the CCUs. And from there, we'll enter in Cutlass Black, and the Cutlass Black is valued at $100. So that's 100 right there. And we would upgrade to the 400i. And choosing the War Bond Edition, the cost to upgrade normally would be 150, but the War Bond Edition is 120. So now you spend 120 and your Cutlass is now turned into a 400i. So to get from here to here, normally be 150, but you've only spent 120, so you've saved $30. So far you've saved $30. Plus, currently, the 400i, as it's sold in the War Bond Edition, has lifetime insurance. So, you now have a 400i with lifetime insurance. Now if we upgraded again to the MSR, which I believe is about $260, $250, I can't remember what it was because it's currently not for sale. Whatever that price is, you're going to be doing the difference of the value of a 400i, which is $250. So even though you paid this much, it's valued at this much. It's valued at having added 150, even though you've only added 120. Then, when you go to the MSR with that, you're carrying over the lifetime insurance. So your MSR will now have been upgraded twice, but you've saved the money that you're using with the War Bond. Now, I would wait to see if another ship comes out in the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo that has a War Bond that's going to be cheaper still, somewhere between either the Cuddy and the 400i or the 400i and the MSR. And you're able to do that again and again. You can upgrade the Cuddy to something that is saving you maybe $5, and then from that going to the 400i, which is saving you $30, and then maybe the next one, maybe there's going to be another one, and you can go along that way. That is one of the benefits of the cross chassis upgrade, is that you're able to kind of stack them and link them together and start saving some money. So that is the best way. Currently, you can save $30 plus get lifetime insurance on that MSR. So whoever was looking at wanting to do that, currently that is possible. Now, there are some issues with CCUs you have to be careful about. One of them is, let's say we started with an Aurora package. There we go. So we start with the Aurora and we've upgraded to something like a Prospector. So we have the Prospector, there's a CCU here, and we decide we don't want the Prospector anymore. So we're going to recycle it, we're going to go back to the Aurora. You can eventually buy back, you're basically going to scrap all this, everything that you have here, for the total value that you've paid and get all that money back. Now it's the value paid, not the value it's worth. So if your ship has gone up in price and there's lots of money involved in here now, it's gone. It's not gonna, you're not going to earn profit, but you're going to get back what you paid. The issue then is that when you buy back your Aurora, you can't buy back the CCU. The CCU has been used and it's gone. So if it was to a War Bond edition that gave you lifetime insurance, that's gone. Same as if you have a large chain of ships going through and you had lifetime insurance here, you can't get that back because it's gone. You've recycled that War Bond CCU, so it's not recoverable. So you can still get your value back, the money that you spent. You're not going to spend $300 and then lose it and not have it back. You'll have the $300 in credit, but you could lose the CCUs if you use them and decide you don't want the ships anymore. Always going up is fine. You can't go backwards. You can't remove a CCU and put it on another ship or save it for something else. You'll hear a lot of people talk about tokens. Tokens is another thing that's coming up. Now, tokens are basically the intermediary ships. So right now, we're thinking it's 400i. The 400i is a token ship because if you can get a CCU to a 400i from something that's worth less, let's see, what would I recommend right here? So if you're looking at the 400i, currently there's some ships like the Corsair, not always available, but the Corsair is only $215 at the moment. So if you're looking at getting a CCU from the Corsair to the 400i, oh, what am I doing? 400i, that's going to cost you $5 because you're upgrading to the War Bond edition, which is only $5 more than the $215. However, as opposed to the $220 you're paying, it is a value perceived currently of $250, and you want that buffer zone. You want the $215 to $250 buffer zone, so that if this ship here goes up in value, even if it goes up $20, $30, it's still going to be less than the 400i, and you're still going to be able to cross chassis upgrade. So you're having this token as a ship that you can keep. This is only going to work if you want to add the lifetime insurance to a ship that's more than $250, which is why last year when the Expo released the Kanu Nomad, there was an awesome token that people were talking about, which is a 315p to the Nomad, and that Nomad, that cost $5, and you were able to then have a ship that was relatively cheap to add lifetime insurance to, because people aren't really concerned about adding lifetime insurance to something like a Mustang or an Aurora, but having a cheap ship that you can then upgrade further and further along is really useful in the long run if you want to be able to get a more expensive ship, but you want to have a lot of options. So your options currently with the 400i is limited to any ship that is currently over $250. The problem is ships may go up in value. So if the ships go up in value and the ship that you want to upgrade to is no longer worth more than the ship that you want to upgrade from, those CCUs are not going to work. So that's kind of how CCUs and upgrades work. Hopefully I wasn't talking too fast. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. But I would say right now, just kind of make some plans of what you want to buy. Some ships you know are going to increase in value. For instance, the Caterpillar apparently is going to increase in value relatively soon. So you may want to lock in a price, and that's another reason to use a CCU, is to lock in a price. So right now, maybe you can't afford a Caterpillar. I know I can't. I don't think I'm going to buy a Caterpillar, but the current price is almost $400. I think it's $395. So if we're looking at the Caterpillar for $395, you would want to lock it in by buying a CCU to a cat from something else, from something a little bit shorter, a little bit cheaper, I should say, so that you would be able to then get that cat in the future for the cheaper price. So buying a CCU, you're basically spending that money to kind of hold that price. So that's the best way to think about it, and that is CCUs kind of in a simple less than 15-minute video. So hopefully this is useful and helpful, and I'm going to be putting out some more videos, getting ready for CitizenCon, some more instructional videos for new players, and then once the con is out, why do I keep calling CitizenCon? The Aerospace Expo, and once that Aerospace Expo is out, I'm going to be producing some new content, some new gameplay, and when 3.16 is live, we'll be starting from nothing and building our way up with some of the new mechanics and checking everything out there. So hopefully I will see you soon in the verse. Thanks for watching. Bye. So now that you know how CCUs work, I will add one thing, is that occasionally CIG does have referral bonuses, and currently the referral bonus is the Argo MPUV 1C, this ship, the Best in Show ship. Now this is awesome as a referral bonus, so anyone using the referral code, you can see up here, and creating an account and getting into the game, if you do it anywhere between now, November 1st, until December 1st, you will get the Argo MPUV as an additional ship to your fleet from whatever starting packs you get. So you get the Aurora, you get the Mustang, you just buy that basic and you will get the Argo. Now why this is awesome is because, as I've said before, you can only go up. Now you cannot melt the MPUV. If you do, it'll be worth $0. So anything you ever do to this, any upgrades you ever attach to this, if you melt them and get rid of them, you're going to lose the ship and not get it back. So never do that. However, if you add an upgrade to this, it will have lifetime insurance. And because the Argo is so incredibly cheap, you are going to get basically the ability to upgrade to any ship you want with the Argo MPUV. So by using the referral code, you can see star GHZN LZL9 up here in the corner, and buying a game package anywhere between November 1st to December 1st, CIG has just announced that they're giving away the Argo MPUV. Now on top of that, you're also going to get the Argo flight jacket and the Best in Show paints at the expo that's coming out. So you're getting some extras on top of that, plus the ship that you already have. But that is the current deal that CIG is offering, that if you are getting any game package becoming a new member using referral code, not only are you getting the usual 5,000 UEC bonus money, but you're also getting a token ship, a lifetime insurance Argo MPUV, or you can just keep this little ship to fly around. It'll be yours to keep. It'll be in your hangar no matter what happens with any server wipes or anything changing. So the upcoming server wipe to change to the 3.15, that is not going to affect anything that is in your account and in your hangar. So here we are, the newest referral bonus that CIG is offering for new players of the game. So hopefully this is something that you're going to find kind of interesting, and hopefully I will see you soon in the verse. So if you want to get the Argo MPUV, use this code, make yourself an account, and then get the game. Thank you, and see you in the verse.